Hey guys, it's Happy Friday, and I do have a Friday editorial for you. It's got two stories. They're kind of short, but I've got two for you. This is a two for Friday. How about that? A two for Friday. So the first one, though, that I'm going to give you, I know how mistakes can happen. I know that when you call the police department or anything, sometimes dispatch doesn't get it 100% right. I do understand when the cops come onto a scene, especially a bank robbery call, there's a lot of confusion and there's a lot of okay. So I'm not going to completely and totally fault the cops here on this story. I'm going to let you decide in the description box or the comment section below how you feel. I'm going to put a link to both of these stories in the description box. There'll be two links down there. But on this first one, though, I am giving you, there's a key statement in here or a key phrase that was allegedly shouted out that I want to just talk about for a second. But I don't really, 100% fault the cops for what happened. It happens. They apologized. The city apologized, and they said the old couple weren't angry, which is fine. There's a statement in there I'm kind of questioning. Kind of iffy about. Let's go through it. Thank you, Kiro7, Kiro7, for this story. A couple of great-grandparents were mistaken as bank robbers and swarmed by police after leaving the bank they are members of. Otis Dugar, 86, a Korean War veteran, and Dmitry Dugar, 67, were leaving the bank and going to go to a Denny's restaurant when they were stopped at gunpoint by police and detained for 40 minutes, WLS reported. According to Dmitry, who was driving, told WLS, the police were yelling, "Get out of the car, put your hands up. And when I'm having a bad knee, I cannot get out. They asked me, who's in the car? I said, my husband. What's his name? I said, it's Otis. Does he have a gun in the car? I said, no, we don't have any guns. Well, if he's got a gun in the car, we're going to shoot him. The couple were handcuffed and put into separate patrol cars while police determined they were not the suspects. A teller from the bank arrived and told the police the Dugars were not the suspects. They were released shortly later. City officials apologized for the mistake. The Village of Oak Park said in a statement, it was a case of mistaken identity based on the initial report of an eyewitness. A show-up was conducted at the stop, and the witness continued to say the individuals were the ones seen leaving the bank. However, a teller from the bank brought to the show-up corrected the information. The couple was immediately released, and officers involved in the incident apologized for the mistaken identity. Officers also said the couple did not express any anger or concern about the incident, which all occurred within just a few minutes. It is unclear if investigators captured the actual suspects. But there's something I want to point out here, and it happens. Look, you know what? These things happen. But also there's a lesson here that anytime you're walking down the street, you could just be stopped by cops. Boom. And you got to do what they say. You got to either put you at gunpoint, you can put you on the ground and say, oh, shit, sorry, you're not the one, dude. Sorry, you can go. Anything can happen at any time. So if you think you're free in America, yeah. No, I want to point out something here. Dmitry was saying that they asked him who's in the car, but they said, does he have a gun in the car? No, we don't have guns. Well, if he's got a gun in the car, we're going to shoot him. These cops were ready. They were like, if he makes any moves, fire. Now, you're talking about Otis was in the car, an 86-year-old war veteran. I mean, this 86-year-old man, what if he dropped something? What if his glasses fell out of his hand and he reached for him? He's got, oh, shit, that was close. What? He's not the guy? Oh, we just shot into the car. What if he would have made a move that made one of these cops scared? Because they already said if he's got a gun in the car, we're going to shoot him. Already they're like, finger on the trigger. If he makes a move. And then they find out they're not even the people. So the only criticism I do have of the cops here, I don't criticize them for what happened. I mean, it's a bank robbery call. These old couples leaving. Somebody says that's them, or something happened where it was a mistake. My only criticism is that, well, if he's got a gun in the car, we're going to shoot him. That really makes me nervous because of what's going on nationwide with law enforcement. And I'm talking about cops. I mean, the lady in Texas, the cops were called because there was an open door. They're creeping around the outside of her house. She don't know who it is. She's like, somebody's outside in the bushes. So she grabs a gun for safety because it's just her and a kid home. Looks through the window with a gun and gets shot and killed in her own home. So stuff like that, this here now, if he's got a gun in the car, we're going to shoot him. And it's not even the bank robbers. So that makes me nervous. That right there puts me on edge. I'm like, ooh, these cops were ready to go to town. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. On to the next one. Let's just move on. I don't want to spend too much time here with you guys, but you do need to hear this one. Oh, yes, you do. We're going over to Missouri, or is it Missouri? Missouri, and we're going to talk about another cop that loves diddling kids. Yes, thank you to Kate8, Kait8, for this story. Poplar Bluff, Missouri. A former Poplar Bluff police officer and school resource officer is facing multiple charges, including child pornography. Brandon Hopper, 39, was arrested on Wednesday, February 26th. He was charged with sexual trafficking of a child, promoting child pornography, and 2 counts of possession of child pornography. Amber Longhibler, 28, was also arrested on Wednesday. She was charged with sexual trafficking of a child, promoting child pornography, and 4 counts of possession of child pornography. Trafficking of a child. They are both being held without bond in the Butler County Jail. A cyber tip received by the Poplar Bluff Police Department on Wednesday, February 27th, started the investigation. The Poplar Bluff Police Department stated, quote, the information indicated one of our officers was possibly sharing child pornography. As this involves one of our own employees, we are respectfully requesting the Drug and Crime Control Division handle the investigation. They went on to say the Poplar Bluff Police Department is cooperating fully with the ongoing investigation regarding a now former employee of its force. The investigation was conducted by members of the Missouri State Highway Patrol Division of Drug and Crime Control's Digital Forensics Investigative and Criminal Investigative Units. Whoa, that's a name. According to Highway Patrol, Hopper admitted to investigators in an interview to having child pornography on his phone. Investigators found pornography on his phone, which included a video of an adult male and a 4-year-old girl, and a video of an adult male and a 10-year-old girl. Hopper told investigators he had sent and received child pornography online with Amber Longhibler. Longhibler was also interviewed by the Missouri State Highway Patrol at her home in Poplar Bluff. In her interview, investigators say she admitted to taking pictures of a nude 11-year-old girl. Longhibler stated she took photos at Hopper's request and sent them to him over the internet. When investigators searched both cell phones, they say they found the conversation between the two. Hopper asked Longhibler to send me some child's name, send me some of so-and-so's pics to trade, obviously no face pics. Longhibler replies, I'll send you what I have. Longhibler then sent 2 close-up photos of a prepubescent female's child's privates. Brandon Hopper was fired from the Poplar Bluff Police Department on Wednesday. He served as a patrolman for 8 years until a few months ago when he became the school resource officer. The Poplar Bluff Superintendent, Dr. Scott Dill, said in a statement that they had learned of the charges and that we are cooperating fully with the state law enforcement agencies as they conduct their investigation into this matter. As a district, we remain committed to the safety of every student entrusted to our care. If you have any information about this incident, I urge you to contact the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Dr. Dill says. The Division of Drug and Crime Control encourages internet users to promptly report anyone who attempts to engage in unwanted, inappropriate, or sexualized communications with children to the patrol or local law enforcement. So here we have another school resource officer who is into kitties. Another one. And I say another one like that because how many school resource officers now have I talked about that have been suspected or alleged or charged or arrested for this? Whether it's teenagers, 16, 17, or whether it's little kids, 4, 10, 11. I don't know, man. What is going on in these police departments? Our kids are in trouble, man. It's time to homeschool. I homeschool my kid. My kid is homeschooled here in California. That's right. You can homeschool for free, by the way. It's free. You just sign up. They send you all this stuff. Oh, by the way, I got to send my stuff back. Oh, I forgot I got to print the mailing labels. But they send you all this stuff, and then you just put the stuff, books and stuff in boxes and send them back to the school. So it's actually free. All the stuff is free, but if you keep the equipment and stuff, I guess you got to pay for it, right? Yeah. But homeschooling is the way to go now. I understand that public schooling is okay for socializing. You know, these kids need to learn social skills, but you know what? They can learn social skills playing with the neighbor kids. Get these kids out of school. Start homeschooling, guys, because of cops like that. And it was this cop and this woman. At least 2 people were involved in this. I want to know if anybody else was involved. Were there any cops who knew about it and just said, man, what's this guy's name again? Brandon Hopper. Was there any cops in the department that were going, man, you know what Brandon's doing? Brandon's going to get fired. Probably not, but who knows? Because cops don't tell on cops. It's true. Cops don't tell on cops. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers from coast to coast. Let you know what's going on. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Brandon, you're going to have fun in jail because there are fathers there that don't like people like you. Thank you for watching, guys. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And I'll be back on Monday with more editorials unless I find something that I want to give you over the weekend.